Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening. Wishing you all of that as you must be watching this one more episode of The Revolving Perspectives from various corners of the world. Today we are going to talk about something which is environment friendly. Uh, we keep talking about environment and our lifestyles according to that. We keep talking that plastic is increasing and that is killing our environment. But then what are the solutions? Do we have alternatives which are equally effective and we can use them in our regular lifestyle? If we get the alternatives, I'm sure that all of us would definitely like to opt for it. But then there are very few which can give us effective solutions. So today we are going to talk to someone who is on this mission of giving us those alternatives, those options. And she is behind making them equally successful and ensuring that we find those alternatives and make them a part of our lifestyle. A science graduate, an MBA, and who's behind this idea right from its inception to making it a commercially viable proposal. Let's welcome Miss Samiksha and her brand Kagzi Bottles. Let's hear it out from her in detail. Hi, Samiksha.
Hi, hi.
Great seeing you here. Welcome on this platform of The Revolving Perspectives, where
Thank
we
you.
try and understand about innovations, different practices, something that people are wanting to do for maybe a out of innovation or maybe a unique idea. So we found your idea equally interesting and wanted to know more about that. So I'm sure our audience will be also keen to know what you are coming up with. And hence my first question to you, please tell us about this brand and this whole idea, this concept.
Okay, so as the brand goes, Kagzi in Hindi means kagas, which is paper.
Right.
So the idea behind this innovation was to create the right alternative for plastic bottles. So even if we want to shift from plastic bottles to something, we don't have the right alternative. Glass seems to be the only option. So we wanted to find the right alternative. Um, Paper bottle is one of them, and then a lot of other products can also be made using the same paper. So we're just evolving and we're trying to create more alternatives through
So
Galaxy.
the whole idea is to make that product sufficiently enough to carry a liquid or something like that.
So this is a liquid holding bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It can hold liquid for about 6 months. It's 100% compostable, so there's no plastic lining or glass lining, or how Tetra Packs have different layers of plastic or aluminum. It's nothing. It is just paper.
Okay.
And we've like using a waterproof solution on it. We've tried holding it. So yeah.
Great, great. So far, you must be working on it for now quite a good long time. What responses that you are getting when people come across your product? What do they ask you? Where is that eagerness?
The response is amazing, Vinda. I think there was such an urgent need, or everybody is conscious in their minds about the eco-friendly products, but they don't know what alternatives to use. So when our product came out, or when it was out in the media, everybody reacted with such positivity because everybody wanted a change. We have all the companies wanting us. I get calls every day for people to ask me for water bottles. Unfortunately, we can't give that. Our bottles don't support the water or anything edible, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But every day I have calls from people. So if if we find the right alternative, or anybody finds the right alternative, the response or the reaction to it is tremendous.
All right.
I'm so happy that everybody in the country is conscious about it, and everybody wants to leave plastic with the right alternative.
Absolutely. I remember a couple of years ago, our government had actually put on a mission where they were closing down all the plastic manufacturing companies, or maybe they were asking those people to come up with the alternatives. So not that everyone had that opportunity and that kind of research ready with them so that they can come up with something different. Now with your product, I'm sure there must be a lot of research thing that is required. So how do you look at that process?
Yes, it took us almost 2 years to do the research for this. Um, I used to literally do this in my balcony and in my bathroom. I had a little baby, so I wasn't working out of, I wasn't going out. So it was a lot of back and forth. We failed so many times, a lot of research and theory went into it. We took inspiration from some companies that were doing the similar thing abroad.
Mhm.
We learned a lot about the new things that are coming out in the market. Every day there are new discoveries, so we used to keep up, ourselves updated about it. Only I think after 2 years we actually got got ourselves to, take a chance, take a leap, and create a bottle and use the technology that we've done and on the bottle, and it worked. So
Great, great. So I'm sure all this ideology comes from the feeling that we have to do or we owe to our environment. We have to do something for it. What is your perspective to look at the whole environmental issue which is going on around us and we have very little control over it? How do you look at it?
unfortunately, we've done a lot of damage to the environment already. But I'm very happy that people have started realizing. So before we had ruined everything, we are sort of correcting ourselves right now. All the FMCG companies, the big companies, are forcefully or consciously becoming eco-friendly. So they're changing their plastic bottles to glass bottles. Anywhere, everywhere you go, people serve water in glass bottles and, glasses now, instead of giving those little Bisleri bottles. Then the government is making so many changes. Plastic packets are banned. We have the other alternative bags, or normally paper bags are given. In, cities, there is so much greenery being built again. For every festival or every occasion, people are planting trees instead of cutting them down and building something else. So people are working towards building the society back, or building our ecosystem back, which is great. And I see that change in a developing country like India. So I'm sure it's it's a similar concept, or even better abroad. I'm sure people are doing more innovative and interesting things to save the environment. So I think we're getting back. We're sort of sewing the community, the planet back to where it should be.
Great, great. I'm very happy to see that positive and hopeful approach that you already have. Do you still find anything objectionable around you? Do you find that when you are coming up with certain solution like that, people around you have some other approach and which is straight objectionable, where you do not feel that this should be accepted?
I I honestly don't understand why the government cannot ban plastic bottles. If
Mm-hmm.
it is creating so much of, like, they've banned plastic packets, the government has done that. Why not ban plastic bottles? Or, force the plastic bottle manufacturers to create a way where they collect the bottles back from the consumer. So it is their responsibility and not the government. So our landfills will get, improved by that. Abhi, there is no, the cost of collection of waste is more than the cost of creating waste today, unfortunately. So
Yes.
that is something we need to put it back on the companies. So, like, a plastic bottle manufacturing company should be able to create a system where they take back the bottles and recycle it and create it again, instead of the government taking that job. So that is one thing where I feel, why haven't we done it? We could do it with plastic packets. Why can't we do it with plastic bottles
Right,
and
right.
caps? Yeah.
All right. So, two, three questions that are popping up right now. One is when you say that Kagzi bottle, by with this brand, you are already coming up with one solution, but you said it is not user friendly. I mean, for edibles, you can't use it. So, do
Yeah.
you have something on your mind? Because I'm sure food items need it the most. So, do you have something on your mind that that can suffice that purpose?
So at our company, we want to basically create all the right alternatives in every field, every day-to-day life where we use plastic. We want to create alternatives for that. Creating a bottle for water is the most difficult job, I feel, and world over, people are trying to find the right alternative. That may take time. We are not into that right now. But as we speak, we are trying to find a solution for milk packets and yogurt cups and teacups. So, teacups is something that's already there. People have come up with very innovative solutions. We have bagasse, we have a lot of different material already out. So, but milk cartons, unfortunately, there is nothing. So, let's see how that comes up, but we are trying to create a milk carton which is made out of paper again, using the similar concept of how the Kansi bottle goes. If it works, then we could potentially be replacing all the plastic packets of
Wonderful.
milk that we use every day.
Okay, okay. I often come across this mindset also when people come up with something related to paper, made up of paper. Then people have this opinion कि you are cutting trees when you are making paper and using it to create one another product. So, do you come across some things? And if yes, what is your response to such kind of things?
So that is why, Vinda, I do realize we would never do something that we require to cut trees in. That is why our bottles are made out of waste paper. So we are
Oh,
using all the industrial waste, the newspapers, the cartons, whatever is
wow.
the waste of paper. We use
Mm-hmm.
that to create our bottles.
Okay.
We don't take fresh paper. So
Okay.
that is why it is not suitable for anything edible. So we can use it for our FMCG products and everything.
All right.
Uh, and then the milk cartons that we are using again is virgin paper, but that is just a minuscule amount. That is actually uh, I think it would barely, it's just, I think it won't even be 1% of what the industry produces. So
Mm-hmm.
it's again something manageable. So we as a company will never do something where we have to cut trees. That is for sure. We will either use waste material, and for water, what we want to do, or in the future when we want to develop things, is use plant wastes to
Okay.
create packaging material. But that
Great.
would be later in the future.
Yes, yes. I'm very happy to see that you have already thought about lot of other things and something that you want to do in future as well. And this is a myth, I think, that people make assumptions that if it is made up of paper, then obviously it is
Yeah.
harming the environment in some or the other way. I'm happy to see breaking that myth right now. So this is a great approach that you have already developed. I'm sure that when you say all this, there will be a lot of challenges. There must be already that you must be facing. Now, getting that used paper or the waste paper from which you are making your products and all the chain that you establish, right from raw material to everything that is coming up as a product. I would like to know about those challenges.
Yeah, we faced a lot of challenges. Yeah. A was, the product is new, nobody knows about it. So trying to convince somebody to make a machinery or to make the mold or to make the cap for it, for example, is a tough task. Nobody wants to do anything new. Everybody is so stuck or so. जैसे आपके पास sample है तो हमको दे दो हम replicate कर देंगे. But the idea is to create a new sample, to create a new
Yeah.
design. And because we are a bootstrapped company, we're just a small startup. We couldn't go to the big guys and say, okay, you innovate. So we had to go to the smaller guys and say, please innovate. And finding that person to change his regular way of doing it and to create something new is a big challenge even today.
Okay.
Apart from that, scalability. So,
Mm.
till now, our bottles, what we created were in-house. So we've done it on small machines. We've done it
Mhm.
on, by hand and stuff. But now if we want to produce a million or few million bottles a month, we need to find the automated way. And then we're like, how are we going to do this? How is it going to happen? How will the AI work? It's a challenge, but I'm sure we'll find solutions to it.
I'm so sure and wish you all the best for that. And I, though, then the next question is, do you have something specific that you're looking for? I mean, is there an appeal that you want to make? I'm sure this is a great platform to make so, because we have already reached a lot of countries and the world is watching. So is there anything that you're looking for in specific and not being able to find it so far?
Um, yes, I think what we need is a good hand holding of somebody who can guide us and tell us, what is the right direction to take. We would love to be to set up an R&D facility where we want to innovate and create more packaging solutions. So like this bottle took me about 2.5 years to develop. We want to develop products faster and
Mhm.
bring it out in the market faster. So somebody who could give us a nice hand holding to help us set up the R&D facilities, to help us hire the best brains in the industry, and also to bring it out and to scale in the market. So yes, our company is fairly new. We want help, and we want guidance of so many people who've been there, who've done it, who are experts in the business. So,
Great, great. Why did I ask that question is because many a times the successful stories are open and people know about them. But somebody who's making an innovation and in the process, I think the journey there and the learning over there is more meaningful and is to be heard more. I mean, that should be given an ear more than anything else. And hence that question. So, by this, the next point that I want to ask is, how do you see the journey ahead then? What do you want to do next?
what do we want? So we want to innovate, like I said, into different products. We want to create. Ultimately, what we want to do is find the right alternative for mineral water bottles. I
Hmm.
think that is our end goal. The day we find the right alternative that can be scaled, that can take over the world and change. So that would potentially be, I think, the end of plastic bottles. And I think I'm going to sleep well at that time.
I can so well understand these sleepless nights until you reach to that level of innovation, especially when you are on the journey of making something new. I so well understand. All right. But apart from bottles, do you also want to come up with something which is absolute alternative to the plastic?
Or yeah, so like I said, there's yogurt cups, which is an industry which is untapped. You still have plastic yogurt cups, and we have milk cartons. Again, milk is a big plastic, contributor, waste contributor. So we would like to change that. We want to get our bottles out in the market commercially available as soon as possible. So those are the three perspectives. And apart from that, uh, I just, even in stationery and even in the regular use, there is so much plastic that is being used. So I wish we could come up with something in that line too.
And can you make it equally cost effective? Because that's the biggest concern that industry and in fact the whole world has. Plastic is available at a very cheaper rate and easily available as well. When we want to replace it with something that should be equally cost effective, how do you make it?
You know what happens? You have to come up with innovative solutions to make sure the consumer pays the same amount, so that the consumer is ready to shift from plastic to any other source of material, natural source of material. So I recently had gone to Tirumala and I heard about, so the entire town, that entire space is no plastics, it's eco-friendly, okay?
Okay.
And it's got tourists day in and day out. That whole place has about 5 lakh tourists a day. How do they manage it? So what they do is they have Bisleri, or one of the companies is making glass bottles for the consumers. They buy the glass bottle for 50 rupees. You drink the water, and then at any other booth, you return the glass bottle and you get back 30 rupees. So
Oh,
effectively, you've paid the same 20 bucks you would have paid for the plastic bottle, and you
perfect.
would have thrown it in some bin. But here you're returning it, you're paying the same 20 rupees. So the company is getting its worth, the money
Hmm.
worth that they were supposed to get with the plastic bottle,
Hmm.
and yet they get the glasses back. So there's no
Correct.
wastage. So finding innovative solutions like that is something that we need to work out. Obviously, we can't replace plastics. I mean, if uh, a mineral water bottle costs 1 rupee or 1.5 rupees in the market, I doubt we'll be able to find a solution to match that, right, on that large scale. So we'll have to work on such a system where the consumer pays the same 20 bucks, or 18 rupees or 10 rupees that they do, and it's all sort of taken care of in
Care of.
that.
So by that, I understand that you are thinking of a chain. It is not only the manufacturer's responsibility to come up with an innovative idea and it is done. That cannot happen. One has to really think from a bird eye perspective that at every level there has to be a chain. So even in this case, if even we think of using kagzi bottle, a bottle or any product made up of paper, we also have to create a chain to ensure effective disposal. Am I right?
It has to, because you have to make sure, uh, one has to understand that the consumer today, in our house, people say there are 3 dustbins, please segregate your waste.
Hmm.
It's not possible. It doesn't happen. You have a child who's 2 years old, he will not put it in the green box. He will go put it in the blue box, no matter how much you tell him to put in the green box. Or if you have glass breakers, so out of so many things that one is dealing with, uh, if you tell them to dedicate 15 minutes to segregating waste or to dispose things off, it's not going to happen. And we are talking about a large population being uneducated in India. So getting them to understand the solutions have to be so simple that we put it back in in our environment, and it gets disposed on its own.
Hmm.
Our country actually has great examples of such things in the past. I mean, we just have to go back to our history. Banana leaves, say, people used to make such amazing utensils in the past.
Yes.
Terracotta, people used terracotta in the past. There was iron, there was, all natural material that people used for generations. I think it's time we take sort of inspiration from
Learn.
that, see our modern technology, see how we can, replicate it and scale it and bring it out. So it's I think that's what we all need to do.
Perfect.
And yeah.
Do you intend to get into such practices, to spread this kind of awareness and make people understand the whole perspective that you have through some social cause or whatever? Do you intend to get into that, or you are already part of any?
So we are not a part of any social circle right now. We are we've been approached by the government to set up, and they have been very encouraging about this.
Hmm.
But so far, we have not tied up with anybody to do
Okay.
this. I think that may come across when we start commercially, producing this on a larger scale. Only then I think we'll probably need the government support for waste management and to
Right.
bring the raw materials to us.
Right. So, a lot of interesting ideas and inputs from you. And now, towards at the end of this interview, we generally conduct this rapid fire thing where you have to answer in one word or one statement and very quickly. So, are you ready?
Okay.
Can we start?
Yeah.
Okay, so define Samiksha in one word. Who's Samiksha, if you can define?
Innovator.
Great. And what is innovation for you?
Creating the right alternatives.
All right. If not Kagzi bottle, what else could you be doing?
I think I would have owned a restaurant or a cafe. That's what I wanted to do.
All right. And any plans to get to that plan ever in future?
Yes. So I think once I set the company and I have enough money to blow, I may just open a small cafe at the corner.
Oh, wow. Best wishes for that. The biggest learning so far. What is the biggest learning?
Biggest learning so far
Hmm?
um, is to keep, I think, I don't know, every day is a learning process. So I won't know what the biggest learning is. Every day there's something that you keep learning. Every day you have new challenges. So I won't say one thing. I can't figure one
Figure
big
one.
challenge.
All right. All right. Okay. And now the last question is, where do you see yourself? Now I'm going with the brand, the Kagzi bottle. If you continue this journey, I mean, if of course you are going to continue, where do you see yourself after 10 years?
Where do I see after myself after 10 years is to have created the right alternative for mineral water bottles and to have started doing something and replacing the mineral water bottles. I think that's our ultimate dream.
Fantastic. Great. So the rapid fire thing is over, and thank you so much for those quick prompt answers. Now to conclude, the last question that I have is, uh, what is success? I mean, according to you, what is the success? And you have already mentioned in your answers that you need innovators. You are also looking for them. So what is your one message for those innovators who are struggling in some corners of the world?
My message to the innovators would be to just keep at it. A lot of times in the past, even I did some things and then, I would get disappointed and I would just leave it. In fact, it happened with Kagzi just before a month of our articles coming out and people getting to know about it. I actually called, friends and family who had invested in the company. I just called them and I said, listen, I'm going to send back your money however I can over a bit. I don't think this is working. So we may just have to shut it. So I think, that's the biggest mistake. Don't give up. And they were the ones who they said, no, what are you saying? Just go at it. Yeah. Kya farak padta hai? Just continue doing what you're doing. Innovate, karo kuch. And it happened. And we are at a journey where we are on a path to take it higher. So please don't give up. There will be a time, every time you will face challenges where things will say, this is not working, you're wasting your time. But keep patience. I struggled for 2 years on this bottle and I gave up on it so many times.
Oh, great. It is great talking to you, and great concluding this interview on such a positive note, Samiksha. Thank you so much for sparing your time and sharing all those ideas full of innovation and energy with all of us. For our audience, we have been listening to so many entrepreneurs, and each of them kept saying that don't give up. And Samiksha reiterating it one more time is, I think, a loud and clear message for all of us who are struggling at in some or the other areas in our entrepreneurial journeys and in our in making something. If we have made that choice already, it is important that we stick to it and keep doing efforts, keep continuing those efforts until we reach that state. So thank you so much, Samiksha, for sparing this time.
Thank you, Vinda.
And
Thank you so much. I had a lovely, lovely time.
great. And we look forward to be connected with you now. And I'm sure that we are here to make a platform where a lot of innovators and similar thinking people, like-minded people, will be together sharing their ideas. So let's be connected. Thank you so much.
Bye.